Webisode 57DHYAFZXL January 27, 2026 PM 2.5 micrograms per cubic meter limit annually threatened. In Webisode 57DHYAFZXL 1 United States EPA moves toward changing particulate matter standard as manufacturers urge action 2A and 2B Illinois Chicago, wood burning in homes drives dangerous air pollution in winter 3 Tennessee TVA Rebates, 10,000 heat pump water heaters in fourth quarter Q4 of 2025, showing a wildly successful model for United Kingdom. HVAC expert breaks down the magic that makes modern heat pumps unbelievably efficient. Main content. 1 EPA moves toward changing particulate matter standard as manufacturers urge action. Manufacturing dive updates to national ambient air quality standards for PM2.5 have been tied up in court since 2024. Industry trade groups, who sued over the rule AI Overview The EPA, is reconsidering the particulate matter standard, responding to manufacturers' concerns about the feasibility of the current regulations, which they argue are economically burdensome. Background on current standards. The U.S. Environmental Protection Agency EPA is moving to revise the National Ambient Air Quality Standards NAAQS for fine particulate matter PM2.5, which were tightened under the Biden administration. The annual limit for PM2.5 was reduced from 12 micrograms per cubic meter to 9 micrograms per cubic meter in March 2024. Change aimed at improving public health by reducing premature deaths and respiratory issues associated with air pollution. The EPA estimated that this stricter standard could prevent approximately 4,500 premature deaths and yield significant economic benefits, but it also raised concerns among manufacturers about its feasibility. Yahoo manufacturers have expressed that the new standards are unachievable and could hinder economic growth. Industry groups argue that the stricter regulations would limit the construction of new facilities and negatively impact various sectors, including cement, chemicals, and energy. In response to these concerns, the EPA announced plans to revisit the PM2.5 standards, with Administrator Lee Zeldin emphasizing the need to balance environmental protection with economic viability. Yahoo legal and political context. The reconsideration of the particulate matter standards comes amid legal challenges to the Biden-era regulations. Several states and industry groups have filed lawsuits against the EPA, arguing that the new standards are overly burdensome and not based on comprehensive scientific analysis. The EPA has requested the U.S. Court of Appeals for the D.C. Circuit to vacate the stricter limits, indicating a significant shift in regulatory approach under the current administration. Smart Cities Dive conclusion. The EPA's movement towards changing the particulate matter standard reflects a broader trend of regulatory reconsideration aimed at alleviating the economic pressures faced by manufacturers while still addressing public health concerns. As the agency navigates these complex issues, the outcome will likely have significant implications for both environmental policy and the manufacturing sector in the U.S. 2A Illinois Chicago, wood burning in homes drives dangerous air pollution in winter. News. McCormick School of Engineering, Northwestern University. Thousands of U.S. deaths per year linked to particulate matter from wood smoke. Northwestern research has found that residential wood burning accounts. AI Overview. Residential wood burning used in only 2% of U.S. homes drives over 20 to 28% of wintertime fine particle PM2.5 pollution, significantly impacting air quality and public health. This smoke containing toxic chemicals contributes to approximately 8,600 premature deaths annually. It disproportionately affects urban areas and people of color, often exceeding pollution from all traffic combined in some regions. Key findings on wood burning pollution. Significant pollution source. Residential wood combustion is a primary source of PM2.5 in the U.S. during winter, with some studies estimating it at over 20% to 28% of total wintertime PM2.5 emissions. Health hazards. Wood smoke contains toxic air pollutants like benzene and formaldehyde, which penetrate deep into the lungs and bloodstream, causing heart disease, lung disease, and premature death. Urban impact. Despite being more common in rural areas, wood smoke disproportionately affects urban areas where it drifts and accumulates, causing higher exposure for city dwellers, particularly communities of color. Environmental impact. Wood smoke contributes more to wintertime PM2.5 than all cars, trucks, and buses on the road combined. How to reduce impact. Switch heating sources. Using alternative, cleaner energy sources for heating is the most effective way to reduce this pollution. Improve efficiency. Use EPA certified stoves and ensure chimneys are properly maintained. Proper burning techniques. Utilize top-down lighting techniques to reduce emissions. Use dry wood only. Burn season dry wood to reduce smoke production. Reducing indoor wood burning is essential for improving winter air quality and reducing the associated health risks. 2B Illinois Chicago, wood burning in homes drives dangerous air pollution in winter. Study finds Medical Express the health burden also disproportionately falls on people of color who burn less, would yet experience higher exposure levels and greater health harms. AI Overview. The study by Northwestern University highlights that residential wood burning is a significant contributor to winter air pollution in the United States. Despite only 2% of homes using wood as their primary heating source, it accounts for more than 1/5 of Americans' wintertime exposure to outdoor fine particulate matter PM2.5. This pollution is linked to increased risks of heart disease, lung disease, and premature death, with an estimated 8,600 premature deaths annually. The study emphasizes the need to reduce or replace wood burning home heating to improve winter air quality and prevent health risks. 3 Tennessee TVA Rebates, 10,000 heat pump water heaters in fourth quarter Q4 of 2025, showing a wildly successful model. Clean Technica. Over the years, TVA has built a strong residential rebate program covering technologies like HVAC, duct, ceiling, refrigeration, and others. Heat pump. AI Overview. In Q4 2025, the Tennessee Valley Authority TVA successfully incentivized over 10,000 heat pump water heaters (HPWHs) by pivoting to a midstream distributor-focused model that provided instant $1,300 discounts. This shift resulted in a 1,600% increase in rebates compared to 2023, proving that simplifying the process and engaging installers is a highly effective, scalable market strategy. Key elements of the successful model. Midstream incentives. By providing rebates directly to distributors and retailers rather than consumers, the discount was applied instantly at the point of sale. Simplified process removed high barrier Requirements like proof of old unit type or complex manual consumer applications, high incentives, a $1,300 instant discount, made the units highly competitive, and in some cases brought the price down to roughly $250. Industry engagement provided $50 fees to distributors for data reporting and $50 for contractors for installation details. This approach resulted in over 4 gigawatt-hours of energy savings and established a new scalable model for energy efficiency programs in the region. The success was driven by the TVA Energy Right program's focus on ease of use, with over 10,000 units sold by the end of 2025. For United Kingdom HVAC expert breaks down the magic that makes modern heat pumps unbelievably efficient. The cool down. The Department of Energy Security and Net Zero shared an Instagram reel to help followers better understand the functions of a heat pump. We can extract heat in any conditions. AI Overview. Finding an efficient way to keep your home warm is a must during the winter months, and one expert explained why heat pumps are the ultimate solution. The Department of Energy Security and Net Zero at Energy.gov UK shared an Instagram reel to help followers better understand the functions of a heat pump. In the clip, Clive, a heat pump expert based in England, showed off an air source heat pump that is beneficial in any type of weather. With this, we can extract heat from the air in any conditions, Clive said in the video.